And you are looking live at the court for the grand finals. XG Sweet on the red side, Untubular on the blue side. And Untubular gets the first points of the match. 13 of them to be exact. Sweet on Juice. Untubular with a great throw, forcing Sweet behind the post, and is able to get him on the next shot. 14 points there for him. Sweet now takes a 7-point rally. Gets some points on the board. These are the number 1 and number 2 players, not just in this tournament, but in the current world rankings. Sweet is the 1, Untubular is the 2.
Alright, so we do have the scores set up. So
great. Untubular, 15 points. Add to his total. 42-19 Untubular in set 1 of game 1.
So already Untubular looking pretty strong, 42 up, and he actually does take the set already.
Not fooled by the near lob.
So let's take a quick look at the ping. So Untubular is sitting on 168 ping, which it's alright, it's not the worst, but as long as there isn't any spikes, that's the main thing.
But we're gonna go 2-2-1 for this series on host. Currently, Sweet is the host. Untubular will host games 3 and 4 if necessary. We'll go back to Sweet for game 5 if that game is necessary.
Yep.
As Untubular scores 15 points here.
So we did see this matchup last night as well in the King of the Court. It was extremely close. It was 3-2 in favor of Untubular. That was on Untubular's host though, I believe. So,
but earlier today we saw Sweet sweep Untubular 3-0.
we did. Damn, I didn't actually see that score.
So both players have have won a best of 5 series within the past 24 hours. I should say a best of 5 series against the other one. Sweet with a great save there, forcing himself into the end zone. And Untubular takes advantage, takes the second set, and takes the first game. 59-13, the score there of that second set. That modest pose.
So already, Tubular up 1-0, and it may not even be a 3-2 if Untubular's going to be playing this strong on Sweet's host.
That's true. Took the first game on Sweet's host. Sweet hosting game 2. Again, we're going back to Untubular for game 3 and 4 if necessary, and then back to Sweet if game 5 is necessary. Untubular with a nice shot off the west wall. Gets some points on the board. 17-11 Sweet right now. But it's anyone's game. Still early. Untubular now taking the lead. 10 more points for him. Corner to corner lob by Untubular. Sweet able to catch it. Stay perfect. Got the juice. Untubular does not, but still scores on the slower wall ride. Wall ride with the white tail. Still able to maintain this lead and grow it. But Sweet, 11 points to his name. Great turn.
Keeping us a lot closer than what the first game was anyway. Only 5-point difference right now, and then Tubular with another wall ride. Sweet unable to see that coming, and Tubular getting one step closer again to taking another set.
He's in a very good position to get 3 straight sets on XG Sweet. I mentioned earlier, these are the number 1 and wow, on Tubular. First set victory. These are the number 1 and number 2 players in the world rankings right now. But I'm pretty sure Untubular has more points in the month of February than Sweet.
Yeah, and Tubular definitely has been playing more than Sweet anyway. Sweet hasn't played in as many tournaments this month so far. So constantly playing, you kind of do expect to be on good form, and then Tubular's definitely shown that so far. And Tubular does lose his juice though, and Sweet just sweeps that one away nicely into the corner with a filth shot. Puts himself 29 points up to 0, so he's on track to possibly get his first set so far.
I believe for the month, it's actually Phyrexius. Is it Phyrexius or Untubular? They're very close in the points they have. Phyrexius from North America, Untubular from Europe, as Untubular scores there, are 1 and 2 in points for the month of February. But Sweet won the all-important Global Elite Tournament, and putting himself closer to winning this set would be his first of the match. Sweet having to go behind the wall, having to lob, and Untubular takes advantage. And as I was saying, Sweet, he had so many points in January, even with the January points counting less towards the world rankings than they did a few weeks ago. Sweet still is able to maintain his number 1 in the world ranking. He takes a set his first of the match.
Yeah, he manages to get that first set, although it's still looking pretty good for Tubular. The fact that he's already won 1 game on Sweet's host, I'm looking for a possible second. He can't read that wall right though, and Sweet does go ahead in this final set of the second game.
Yeah. This might be a good time to say there will be a doubles tournament coming up right after this one.
Yeah, so it starts at
hosted by Disc Jam Dojo.
Starts at 10 p.m. GMT or 5 p.m. EST, so basically in 35 minutes. So if you haven't signed up for that already, make sure you grab yourself a partner and go ahead and sign up with that. You can find it at the Disc Jam Dojo challenge page.
And make sure to be a part of the Disc Jam Dojo Discord to be able to report your scores, chat about the tournament, hear about more tournaments.
And Sweet looking strong right now, 47 points up, and he just takes it away with that. And
sponsored, hosted.
I
don't know the right word for that, but
yeah.
Sweet takes the second game, 1 game apiece.
So we will be switching the host right now. Our first 2 games will leave us at 1 each, and they were both on Sweet's host. So switching it up right now to Untubular's host.
No.
Can he win both of them? Can he win both
else.
of? Alright. So it'll be interesting to see if he can win both of his host games and bring it to 3-1, or if we. You never know. Sweet could do the exact same and end up winning both games on Tubular's host. So you would have to think Tubular would at least win 1 after showing how good he was on Sweet's host.
Oh yeah. For those who are just joining us, Untubular won the first game and Sweet won the second game. And we are switching to Untubular's host. We will have rotating hosts. Sweet had the first 2 games. Untubular will be hosting the next 2. And if we go to a game 5, we'll go back to XG Sweet's host.
So, we do have the bug by the looks of it.
I think Now, we were saying about the disc rotating versus not rotating. I think when it's rotating, we have a chance of it working. It'll be tough when it resumes for Sweet to be able to get the throw off. But
Yeah. So it seems like it must only really happen whenever it's someone else hosting besides Sweet, because we did have 2 games in a row on Sweet's host and it didn't happen. So
I've had this bug occasionally, like Sweet gets, and it does happen when I'm client. It does not happen when I'm host.
yeah.
So that is true. When I'm host, it works fine. When I'm client, it's worked much better. I have to say, it had been a long time since I had gotten it, and then in the last tournament, the last singles tournament I played in, it happened against Stick. Stick and I have some questionable connections.
Yeah. So my prediction, well, not really my prediction, but my theory behind this is it's just Sweet loading up his hacks. Takes a while for them to load up, so he has to force the listen to happen to give his hack some time to load.
He has to import it to the host computer. So when it's on his host, it's fine. But when it's on someone else's computer is hosting, takes him a while.
Yeah, he
get all the hacks in there.
Injects them into his opponent's PC.
All right, Sweet's gonna restart his game.
All right, we'll go ahead and jump out then.
Sorry for Airborne Walrus's fire alarm. Hopefully he's okay.
Oh wait, what happened?
He posted in Disam JoJo General on Discord. He said, "I go to eat to get ready for the tournament, and the fire alarm goes off."
Oh wow!
Posted that about 11 minutes ago.
Yeah, he's my partner for the doubles tournament as well. So.
Oh yeah, and as we approach
4:30,
my regular doubles partner has not gotten in touch with me about if he'll be ready for this tournament. So, preferably someone in North America out there, although it's a global tournament, probably won't matter too much. If you're looking for a partner, I am too. I'd like to play in this doubles tournament. And we are starting. I went to spectator, I hope. Sorry for the anticlimax in the middle of this match. Because I'm having trouble connecting to Sweden, but
looks like we have the bug again. So while we're actually waiting for this, if you are signed up for the 2v2 tournament or are about to sign up, make sure you actually check in, because you can check in now before the tournament. If you don't check in, you will automatically get removed. There's not much we can do about that. So
yes, make sure to hit that check-in button after you hit the registration button. Check-in is open and will be open for the next half hour. I'm gonna shoot out a suggestion. Maybe you host.
Maybe give it one more quick try, and if that doesn't work, I could possibly do it, but
yeah. Sweet says without hacks.
So I think it's probably better to, rather than wait, just constantly keep trying, because there are times whenever you get in straight away with Sweet, so maybe it's better to keep trying.
It's although I do say sometimes it works when you wait a minute, and sometimes don't. Yeah, as I said, I've had similar issues. I've talked to the great Tim and Jay of High Horse Entertainment, and they've said it happens when your client and has to do with having a I guess the best way to say it would be an inconsistent connection, which is definitely what I have.
Yeah.
So, third time, same thing. Walrus says, I didn't die, thanks for asking. I didn't think he died, considering he was able to post on the Discord. But hope everybody's okay that are in the area of Airborne Walrus.
I mean, if it gets to the point where Sweet can't connect, I think what we can do is just disqualify Sweet and I'll take over in the final. I think that's what we'd all like to see, right? That was my plan the entire time. Get knocked out early, and then once Sweet can't connect, just kick him out and put myself back in the final.
Yeah. Great strategy. Easy win. Oh, so we tried Untubular on the red side. I don't think it's going to change. Sweet on the far side, the blue side. Just make sure. Yeah, it's just it. Yeah, this is similar to what I have. Sweet can't move, and Tubular can taunt, as you see. Yeah. So, what do you say? Try again?
Yeah, I think that's all we really can do. Just keep firing until it finally works.
I'm gonna leave this match.
Yeah.
That I'm back quick enough for him to invite me. Part of the problem is it takes me a while when I leave a match to get back to the menu. So take that early. So again, so we don't forget, this is 1-1 in the grand finals. XG Sweet from the United States and Untubular from Sweden. Doubles tournament immediately following this. Carol, will the doubles tournament be casted as well?
Hopefully.
Okay, so stick around if you're interested in watching the doubles tournament.
Yeah, hopefully we will try and get someone to. I know most of us are playing in it. Either I guess one of us can just keep. Maybe I can just keep streaming while I play as well, or
Okay,
we'll figure something out.
Okay. And as we test if the game works, it of course decides not to. Just taking a quick look at the brackets for the doubles tournament, which is coming up. Kerr, you're playing with Airborne Walrus, current member of the number one, and I couldn't leave quick enough. Number one doubles team. Have you played at all with Walrus? Do you think you have a good shot?
We have played a few times in just queuing together. We haven't really practiced against anyone, so um, I think we're actually a pretty good pair. I actually do think Walrus is a pretty good net player, and I think we can take a few wins anyway. I'm not sure how well we will do, but I think we'll take some victories.
Okay. And spreading the word out there. Somebody, anybody, if you're looking for a partner in this tournament, if you're, I need to do that. If you're looking for a partner in this tournament, you're not yet registered. There is still time, and you could be my partner in this tournament. DLW 2711. Shoot me a message on the Discord or the Steam.
No, we're still at 1H. We haven't managed to get the game started yet, unfortunately. Oh, it looks like
there it is.
we are finally
And
live.
Tubular serves, and the game is on. This is game 3 of the grand finals. Untubular versus XG Sweet. Untubular on the red side, Sweet on the blue side.
I will have to get that changed up then.
You never know when it's gonna work. 19-0 right now. Untubular getting the first points. We were talking with Stick earlier about that Sweet last final when Compton and Stick were casting, and I think it was they tried for a while on Compton's host, and then they went to Sticks and it worked. Something like that. That really shouldn't have made that much of a difference. Or vice versa. 26-17 right now is the score. Both players hugging that west wall. Move away, and Untubular able to capitalize. It's now 42-17. Untubular in the lead. As a refresher, Caro predicted Untubular. I predicted Sweet, both in 5 games. Untubular takes the first set of game number 3.
Yeah, to be fair, I didn't actually expect Untubular to. I did expect him to take one game off of Sweet's host. I didn't expect him to do it so soon. I do think Untubular will win both of his host games now, so I do think it will finish at 3-1 now. But
22 points for Untubular.
yeah, looking strong.
Untubular took game 1, Sweet took game 2. If you're just tuning in. We're going on alternate hosts for this North America versus Europe final.
Nice wall ride coming out from Tubular. Sweet is forced to dash, losing his perfect and nice push out coming out from Tubular, and that puts him up 40 points to 0. Sweet under the pressure right now. Tubular looking to take the series up to 2-1. And what can Sweet do right now? I mean, he's under nothing apparently.
Oh, wow.
50 points exactly, so that will put...
Exact 50 point.
Yeah, that puts Tubular
Full
already
jam.
up to 2-1.
And we're on Untubular's host. Untubular definitely has the connection advantage, considering the connection is from his computer.
Yeah.
Getting that 0 ping. Sweet in the 160s in ping right now. Was only able to get 17 points that entire game number 3.
And a
This is game
beautiful
4
filth coming out
Tubular
from
2-1.
Tubular. So yeah, with how strong Tubular was playing in that first game of his host, I feel like he'll go ahead and take this one relatively easy as well, but Sweet showing that he's still in here and takes that rally to bring it back to 14-11.
Now let's not forget, if Untubular wins, it will be a bracket reset, as they call it, and we will have another best of 5 series to determine the winner
Yeah,
of
so
this tournament.
The funny thing is, as well, what usually happens with Sweet's matches is he starts off slow and his opponents will maybe take the first game or two, and it will look Sweet is complete out of it, and then out of nowhere, Sweet just shows up big and ends up winning the tournament. So it could be a case where we see Tubler takes his first series and gets a bracket reset, and then Sweet just comes back and gets like a 3-0. So if we do see the bracket reset, do not count Sweet out at all. Beautiful shot coming out from Sweet, and that puts it to 42-33. Both players fighting hard to take this first set.
Yeah, it was a great shot by Sweet at the East Post. And Tubular on the juice takes advantage. One hopper off the near wall, 53-33. Gets first set of game 4.
Oh, a nice mid-court wall ride from Sweet, and Tubular forced to go for the cross-court lob, and that just gives Sweet such an easy shot into the post, and that puts him up 11 points. But a nice ace return from Tubler, and that hard-fought rally was all for naught whenever Tubler just gets a free 10 points straight back.
This is a friendly reminder, 18 minutes until the doubles tournament. Check in now if you have not.
Yeah, I think there may still be
Register
like
now
two
if you
teams.
have not.
Yeah, I think there's still two teams needing to check in. One of them is on Tubler and Parasite, but I'm sure they'll get checked in time.
I'm sure you could hold the tournament if this goes long. Sweet. Built to the East Post, 34-18, and Untubular with the ace. So now it's 34-28. Ace, remember, gets you 10 points. Doesn't follow the regular rally count. And Untubular, looking to get another set. If he does, we have a bracket reset.
And a beautiful shot coming out from Sweet, but it puts him on 49 points.
49. So close. Tubular again with an ace, inside out shot to the East Post.
Yeah, that's 20 points in one from this set, just from serves.
Yeah.
But Sweet manages to take it, so Tubular won't be getting the bracket reset quite yet. Sweet is making it hard for him.
Sweet with his first set on Tubular Post, just getting used to the 160 plus ping.
Yeah, so Tubler does lose his perfect streak, and Tubler is on just now, but he goes the wrong direction, and Tubler places it in the right corner. Nice wall ride coming out from Sweet, followed by a line shot from Tubler. A nice filth coming from Sweet. 2 filths in a row.
Another filth!
Yeah. Catches, and Tubler out of place, and he's probably expecting the wall ride, but there's 2 sick filths in a row. Wall ride coming from Sweet. Oh, and he tried to predict the line shot once again, but Tubler just goes for the post shot.
Yeah, straight to the East Post, 30-13 on Tubular.
Oh, a solid return from Tubler, and that puts him up 30 at points to 13, so he's looking strong to take this bracket reset. Nice shots coming out from both players, just making each other run around, and Tubler does lose his perfect streak. Sweet is going strong with the juice right now, and he does take that rally with the wall ride, bringing it back 30-30 in favor of Tubler. A nice wall ride coming out from Tubler, and Sweet didn't even bother go for it. He knew he wasn't reaching it, and that leaves Tubler one rally away from taking this bracket reset.
Yeah, it's match point for Untubular. If Sweet wins this game, though, we go to a game 5, and it'll be on Sweet's host. But we don't.
Tubler manages to do it in 4 games. 3-1 was that final score. And that does mean we will see a bracket reset. So now that we have the first series out of the way, what is your predictions, guys?
Yeah, tell us in the chat.